Hi everyone, Tochi here today with a class on how to use fresh coconut water to bless your child or even your grandchild. Okay, did you know that coconut water is a great neutralizer, cleanser, spell breaker? It can be an offering. It can do a lot of things for you, not just as an adult, but also for children. So I'd like you to stay tuned for this class on how you can use fresh coconut water to help your children, your grandchildren, and all the young ones who happen to be with you, especially if you're a guardian or a foster or adoptive parent. You can also use this spiritual practice for these little ones. You're going to bless them for life and set them up for life with this technique we're going to share in this class. So we will take it away right now. Welcome to my family. Okay, so how do we use fresh coconut water? And notice that I'm emphasizing fresh coconut water. Fresh coconut water. Fresh. Why? Because in the past, when I have shared this technique with others, they will come back and say, well, Dr. Tochi, can I just go to the store and buy me some coconut water? They have some organic coconut water. Folks, fresh. Fresh is not inside a bottle. It's not inside a box. It's not inside a carton. It is not processed. Fresh comes from the coconut itself. Fresh, okay? Do you want to know what a fresh coconut looks like? Let me show you. So this is a fresh coconut. Because I know someone's going to ask me and say, well, can I use a picture of a coconut? Or can I take use a video of a coconut? No, you have to physically get a real coconut. Hear that? That's the water inside the coconut. One of the great mysteries, according to the old masters, is no one knows how the water gets into the coconut. That's supposed to be a secret. Of course, from modern biology and agriculture, we do know how water gets in there. But from a mystical point of view, that was a spiritual principle that was being illustrated when they say no one knows the mystery of how water gets into the coconut. Okay, that's supposed to be a mystery, right? From a spiritual perspective. Don't write me and say, here is the biological or scientific way water gets into a coconut. I know. Anyway, moving along. So you want to get a real coconut. A real coconut. So I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, you can hear there's a lot of water in here. You want to get a coconut that has water in it. You don't want to get desiccated coconut in a package, coconut in a box, coconut in a whatever. You want to get a fresh coconut. When you get your coconut, when you're purchasing or getting your coconut, or if you're going to get it off your own coconut tree, make sure it has quite some water in it, because it's the water that you're going to use for this exercise. Now, the next thing you do is you want to ensure that you have the eyes on the coconut. And I'm just going to bring it close to the camera here. You can see it has 3 eyes. 1, 2, 3. 3 eyes. These are the eyes of the coconut. Okay? See, 3 eyes. All well-formed coconuts should have 3 eyes. They shouldn't have 7 eyes or 1 eye or 1,000 eyes. Most well-formed coconuts have 3 eyes. Now, these 3 eyes are what you're going to drill through to get the water to for performing this exercise. Okay, so you don't want to crack the coconut. Okay, Dr. Tochi, I bought the coconut and then I realized it was cracked. Buy another coconut. Oh, I was drilling holes in the eyes and cracked the coconut. Get another coconut. Generally, if I want to do exercises with coconuts, I get more than one, because sometimes, especially here in the United States, we may not, we usually get the coconuts with the husks already taken off. And if that was not done carefully, or if the coconut's been sitting a while, there might be some cracks in this hard shell. Okay, so after they take the copra off, which is the fiber, okay, if they didn't do that carefully, there might be cracks in that. So I usually, when I want to do things with coconut, especially cleansing, I will get more than one just to be on the safe side, because I don't want to be in the middle of an exercise or a practice and then discover that the coconut does not fit. And then I have to stop everything because I don't have a coconut. So that's my advice. Okay. So make sure there are no cracks. It's a good coconut. It's got 3 eyes. You are going to drill holes in these eyes. If you hit these eyes just right, you can actually use a knife, a long, thin knife, or a screwdriver, something like that, of that nature, a Phillips flathead or a regular Phillips screwdriver. And you can just, tap into these and then create the holes with which to pour the water out. You will need to open the 3 eyes to pour the water out. Why do you need to open the 3 eyes to pour the water out? If you just open one eye, there's not enough air pressure to go into the coconut to force the water out. So you need an outlet and an inlet. That is the basic principle of any container. You ever notice that if you're trying to suck at something and there's no extra hole or space, it's hard to get that liquid out? Yes, you have to have a way for air to get in to replace and push the liquid out. Okay, basic science. So make sure you open all 3 eyes so that it will be easy for you to pour the water out. Pour the water of the coconut out into a clean container. It doesn't matter what kind of container it is. Just pour it into a clean container. I usually, for this exercise, I'd like to use 2 or 3 coconuts, because that gives me, a good amount of water, coconut water. Again, we're not using water that's canned or bottled or boxed or processed in any way, shape, or form. We are not going to use coconut milk. Please do not write and ask me and say, oh, I don't have coconut water, but I saw coconut milk in the stores. Can I use coconut milk? No, you cannot use coconut milk. No, you cannot grind the meat of the coconut and then pour water through it and sift that and get the water out of the meat and use it for this exercise. No. It has to be coconut water. Coconut water or nothing. Okay? Coconut water is not the same as coconut milk. I'm repeating this for a purpose, because I know someone's going to write me. They're going to write me in the middle of the night and say, this is urgent. I'm trying to do this. And I have coconut milk. Can I use coconut milk? I will not respond to you. All right. So we get the coconut water. All right. Pour that into a container. And then we get the child. And then we pray over the coconut water. Use your own words, use your own terms, use whatever you believe in, and pray over that coconut water. Get the child, bend the child over if the child can, bend, or if it's an infant, you can carry the infant in your hand. And then as you scoop the water, I'm going to pretend this is the infant's head, okay? So as you scoop the water and you wash the baby's head, pray. Make good invocations over that child's head. You will be great. You will be loved. You will be rich. You will not be cursed. Anyone who curses you, their curse will not stick. Your spirit guides will love you and help you. Your guardian spirit will never abandon you. Whatever it is that you want to pray and bless over that child, you can do that. This exercise is actually quite effective for newborn babies. I usually advise mothers, pregnant mothers, to get ready as soon as they have their child to use this fresh coconut water to wash the heads of their baby and pray what they want to happen into that child's life and set it. It helps to set the child's destiny. It helps to set that child's destiny. So you, if at all possible, I know it's hard. We have our babies in the hospitals and medical institutions and stuff, so it can be hard. But as soon as you can lay your hands on that child, even if it's just a few drops, maybe you're in the hospital and the people in the hospital are looking at you going, what are you doing? Okay, get your coconut water and say, hush, okay? This is my baby, okay? And this is coconut water. You don't need to be bothered, okay? You don't need to be discombobulated, okay? Okay. And then you can get your infant, and then even if it's just to sprinkle some and wipe your child's head, make sure you get the crown area where the patella is still soft. You know, that soft region. Make sure you wipe and wash the child's head. And then you can later, pat down with a towel, okay, or tissue. Even for the other kids, you can do that too. But this is fantastic for newborn babies. You can use that to help set their destiny, set their purpose, and really pray, heartfelt prayers over your child that will go a long way in helping that child throughout the child's life as the child grows into an adult. Okay, you can do this, pray what you want to see come to pass in that child's life. Wealth and beauty and success and long life and excellent health and protection from enemies. Whatever it is that's important to you and important to that child, I would suggest you pray that as you wash the child's head. Now, the other thing is, yes, if you can get a divination before you do this, it will also be great, because if you do a divination for your child on behalf of your child and you have some indications as to what that child's life path is, you can pray and reinforce that life path or life destiny over that child's head as you wash that child's head. Now, the other question, child is child. How old is a child? I once had a young man in his 30s write me and say, Dr. Tochi, can you treat me and charge me and work with me as a child? Whose child? Certainly not mine. Okay, so I would say you want to do this till they get to around that 12 or 13 years. Because after that, they're basically, getting to be young adults and, they're out there doing their things. But if you have to do it for a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 15-year-old, so be it. If you have to do it for an 18-year-old, so be it. There are some circumstances where, if something is really going wrong in that child's life, you may have to get that child out, no matter how old that child is, and say, come here, I need to wash your head. Literally and figuratively, okay? And get you your coconut water and do what you need to do, okay? So that's the skinny on that. When you're done, I know someone's going to ask me, what do you do with the meat, with the coconut after you're done? You can eat it. You can eat it. If you don't want to eat it, you can give it as an offering to your guardian spirit, your creator, your guardian angel, your spirit guides, your ancestors. You can give it as an offering. Crack, after you've poured out all the water, you've used the water, then you can crack it, open it, get the meat out, and serve that as an offering. Okay? Otherwise, you can eat it. Or you can do it both ways. You can eat some and offer some. Either way, it works. So I hope you enjoyed this quick class on how you can use fresh coconut water to bless and protect your children. Remember again, our children are gifts to us. We just take care of them for a while before they have to be set free to fulfill their own life purpose and life mission. So let us do the best we can to help them and give them a great start for what they're here to do. And as usual, we end our class with our invocation. We're thankful to our Creator, our guardian spirit, guardian angel, our ancestors, our spirit guides, the prophets, the messengers, and all those in the unseen realms who bless us, cleanse us, protect us, and love us despite ourselves. Ashe.